Hola, Frill.com, and welcome to In Frilly News. In Frilly News is a news segment on all things Jfashion. So I cover events of what's happening around the world relating to Jfashion. This can be Jfashion only conventions, anime conventions with Jfashion programming, new brand releases, and this includes up and coming new brands to already established brands. So for all your Jfashion news, I try my best to bring that to you on a monthly basis. So this month is August/September, as there is a few events that I also want to highlight that's part of September. When I do try to post these, I try to post this on the 15th of the month. So that's around the time that I will be posting the static version, so just the picture version, and then also the video that you'll receive a little bit after. So a few events have already passed by as we are in the spur of con season. And I do just want to mention a couple of them as they already passed. One of them is Otakon, which has several Jfashion guests and of course vendors and a lot of Jfashion programming. Also Otakuthon, which that was in Canada. And then the Harajuku NYC, which was in Brooklyn, New York. And now the new news. On August 15th, the Fluent and Pink folks are celebrating their second anniversary. They have two events, one of which is a Zoom birthday party, and you can go on to Fluent and Pink's Instagram for that Zoom link and how to register. The Lolita Collective is hosting a pop-up with bubble wrap toys. So if you're into toys at all, or a toy collector or doll collector, as there's a lot of overlap with trinkets and such within EGL, Lolita Collective does have a pop-up, and this is the weekend of August 15th through the 17th. So if you are in Lee Summit, Missouri, please go to the Lolita Collective store and check it out. Over in Seoul, South Korea, Shushu Sherry out here is having a pop-up from August 15th through August 17th. On August 16th in Tokyo, Japan, there will be a Harajuku Night Tokyo. So this seems to be an event in which you can attend if you live in the Tokyo area. On August 16th until August 18th, Margaret Mumu Handmade is having a pop-up in Taipei, Taiwan. Honestly, I recently discovered this brand and it is so cute, so I highly recommend you check out their stuff. It's all handmade and it's really cool. On August 17th, Fluent in Pink is celebrating their second anniversary with an in-person event along with the Zoom event. They're having a birthday tea party in Los Angeles, California. So if you're in the LA area, I highly recommend you go, and I'm super jealous. And don't forget to wear pink. In Anaheim, California on August 23rd, yard sale is happening. So essentially it's a big old swap meet that anyone can go, and the applications for tabling has been closed. So if you are looking to attend, go to their Instagram for more information regarding the time and the location. The Gilded Age has model applications available until August 22nd. So if you're going to the Gilded Age and want to model for Triple Fortune, which is a very well-known Lolita brand, Gothic Lolita brand, I had the lucky chance to model for them a few years ago, many years ago in RuffleCon. So if you haven't had a chance to put in your model application, the last day is August 22nd, and this is in Waltham, Massachusetts. If you're in the New York City area, Anime NYC is having some Jfashion panels and Jfashion vendors. So there are more Jfashion panels this year than last year. Last year they only had one or two at most. This year there's about 3 or 4. So it's really happy to see a con starting to get more Jfashion programming, and maybe one of these years we can get a Jfashion show. And that is the weekend of August 21st to August 24th. In Philly, Pennsylvania, the Philly Jfashion group are having a meet at the Chinese Lantern Festival, and that is on August 23rd. So if you're local to Philly, highly recommend you go. These kinds of events are always so fun. I love the Lantern Festival that usually happens in my local town too. Also in Pennsylvania, but in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, On August 23rd, Hey Riding Hood is debuting and launching their Pretty Petty zine at Puvitel's storefront. So if you're in the PA area, you can go from one end to the other. On August 24th, the Lolita Com of Brunei is having a EGL cake picnic, and that is at the One Mall. On August 28th, Jfashion invades Coney Island. So if you're in the New York area and you want to go to Coney Island to have a carnival and beach day, local folks from the community are hosting that. So please refer to Blessed Pudding and Jendora's Instagram for more information. Over in San Antonio, Texas, the weekend of August 29th to August 31st, Okashi at San Japan is happening. So Okashi Con is a very well-known Jfashion convention that has recently merged into San Japan. So there's still a lot of Jfashion, it's just under an umbrella now. So if you're in the San Antonio, Texas area, I'm very jealous, and I hope it's not too hot for y'all out there, and I hope y'all have a lot of fun. In Atlanta, Georgia, H. Naoto is making an appearance at Dragon Con. So there you can shop from H. Naoto. I believe it's the first time that they've been to Dragon Con, and that is the weekend of August 29th to September 2nd. So Labor Day weekend. So you can think of it as you're taking a break from work to shop. In Valrico, Florida, on August 31st, the Vampire Tea Party, the Sanguine Moon, is being hosted there, so please refer to the following page for tickets to see if there are any available. Back in Tokyo, Japan, on August 31st through September 6th is the Rakuten Fashion Show. So highly recommend to keep an eye out because a lot of brands sometimes attend that and learn about more Japanese brands. Maybe not necessarily related to Jfashion, but honestly, there's always really cool brands at the fashion shows, at the fashion week. And in the past, some Jfashion brands have actually been in the Rakuten Fashion Show. On September 6th in Lima, Peru, the Gala Nocturna Vampire Party is gonna be in its full swing. So if you're in the Peru area, and make sure to check out the Instagram for more information regarding tickets and location. Over in Shibuya, Japan, the Gothic and Lolita Market is hosting a fashion show on September 13th. So if you're not familiar with GLM, they essentially hold a big market, almost like a flea market of many Jfashion brands, many Japanese indie brands over there. They have been at Ursa Major, so if you're in Tokyo at that time, highly recommend you go check it out. Now, these are upcoming Jfashion specific conventions, whether it is at a anime convention with a lot of Jfashion programming or its own standalone. So this would be Okashi, as previously mentioned, which is in San Antonio, Texas, from August 29th to August 31st. Then in Tampere, Finland, we have HelloCon Beyond the Shimmering Stars. So that is September 20th to September 21st. In November, we have The Gilded Age, which is on November 16th, and that's in Waltham, Massachusetts. Then in December 12th to December 14th in San Francisco, California, we have Ursa Major. And now this segment is just about some updates and announcements. So Puvitel did announce their closure of their storefront in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. However, they are planning to do a 10th anniversary celebration at their storefront in November. So I highly recommend you check out Puvitel's for more information. As we get closer to that date, we'll have more information. They have also announced that they may be potentially doing a larger event next year in 2026. They do have a interest check for vendors and for attendees, so I highly recommend checking it out in Puvitel's. That will also be linked in the description so that you can fill out to see either if you'd be interested as a vendor or as an attendee. Paida has announced their first solo concert. This is so exciting as a longtime Paida fan, and it is for October 4th, and VIP tickets have sold out. There may be general tickets, so I highly recommend you take a look if you are planning to see Paida live. The Jelly Magazine issue 2 is now available online, and also the new Jfashion zine from 1010 called Temple is also available at bookstores. I was lucky to grab a copy a few days ago, so I'm super excited. Highly recommend. It's really cute, and I'm looking forward to the next issue. The Magical Girls Festival in Brooklyn, New York is accepting remote vendors until August 31st. So if you're unable to make out to the New York City area as a vendor, they also are accepting remote vendors. I'm personally super excited to go. That is towards the end of September, and I'll talk about it later when it's closer. Now for some brand news. On August 15th, Pirates and the Crown Rose is releasing a new design. I'm super excited for what it is. It seems to be called the Queen's Palace. Go to their Instagram. It should be up now, as this has been uploaded after the 15th of August. So I'm excited to see what it is. So Pubiteo is also doing a moving sale. So if you've been wanting to check out some things, you can take advantage and help them out so they have less things to move after when their storefront will be closing. Eternal Valentine's online shop is now open. This vendor I've met personally at the Harajuku Market NYC. They are such a kind person, and I really love they hand make all of their headdresses and make some art, some cute resin art too. So check it out if you are looking for another indie brand. So Uniqlo and Ayazawa is having a new collection. So this is based off of Nana and some of their favorite works. So I haven't gotten a pair yet, but next time I'm going to the mall, I'm gonna see if my Uniqlo has some available for purchase. And from what I see one white shirt with like a pink collar, and it looks super cute, so I might have to grab myself that one. Swimmer is coming out with a collaboration item with Mai, and it's more so Mahou Shoujo theme. So if you're looking for magical girl items, you can try to get the stuff from Swimmer. This would be available at some of the Swimmer stores in like malls and such, so you may have some difficult time using a shopping service or finding it online, or just wait for the resellers to sell it to you at crazy prices. But if you're able to pick them up, please show off those pictures. Mesogram pre-orders for their Fanshi collection is ending on August 31st, and honestly, it's so cute. So if you like retro phone vibes, it's obviously divine. I really love a lot of Mesogram's design. I have one of their shirts, the I came here to kick butt and sipped on tea. Like, it's one of my favorite shirts. Then some fun news. The Barbie truck is making its round around the US, and the theme this year is Sports Club. So just like the Hello Kitty truck, there is also a Barbie truck. I tend to go to both whenever I see it around me conveniently, but I'm really liking this theme. It's like Sports Club. Last year it was like Malibu theme. I really love this. I don't like that it's not super pink. It's like more grayish and like pink, which I think it's cute, but either way, if you love Barbie, look for the next one near you. It's usually like at a mall or like some sort of place. Pretty Guardians has announced that their Sailor Moon Museum will be traveling to overseas. They have not yet told us what dates or locations, hoping for one near me and you. If you love Welcome to Dreamy School Irumakun, you can now wear it as your Oshi or as matcha, because they have a Decora collection coming out, and this will be available in Animate stores across Japan starting September and October. And it looks so cute. Like, I love Asmodeus, so I hope he's in like full deck out pink Decora. Like, I can see him being pink Decora, or like, I don't know, or just rainbow. I really love Asmodeus. The collaboration I didn't know that I needed was Timberland and Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'm from the East Coast. More specifically, I'm from New Jersey, and I'm super close from New York City. So like the whole Tim's culture has kind of been in my life all of my life. However, I personally don't wear Timbs. I've been a Doc Marts kind of girly, but if they were to do a Amy like pink Tim, because with this one, it's like the laces are blue and, you know, it has like the engraving of Sonic on it. It looks super cool. But if they did Amy, I don't know, I might become a Timberland girly. Some unfortunate news. So Pink Moon Atelier will be closing down their Bellflower, California store. But they are having a sale and they are doing pop-ups. They will continue to still be online. Just their Bellflower store will be closing. So if you are local to that area, try to do what you can and get some stuff before it's gone physically, temporarily, because they would be doing pop-ups around the area, and they've announced their pop-ups that they're doing, so it's not a goodbye forever. Mariposa Rosa is a new plus-size gyaru brand, and they are announcing a new collection for the summer. Follow them on Instagram to check out when their new collection will drop. It's called Choco Ichigo, and it's so cute, and honestly, I might take a chance and get me some stuff whenever that does drops, because it's so cute and it's kind of like the color palette that I really like. I wish it was more pink, so maybe I'll wait until they have like a more pink release. However, this may be the thing that gets me into gyaru. Cotton Candy Fantasy, or Cotton Candy Feet, will be closing its doors on September 30th, so the shoes will be discontinued. So this means you got to get your orders in ASAP before it's too late. A new Jfashion brand has debuted their first collection, Fior Forte, and a lot of their colors are already sold out, and it's super cute. So it's very kawaii and like coquette kind of feel, and it reminds me of a little bit of Vino the Valley, but they're like different at the same time. Like the aesthetic is kind of similar, but I really love it and it's really cute, and you should definitely check it out. I do want to say, as currently my country's administration is going through a lot of changes, we do want to make sure that we are trying our best to keep up to date. So I will link a website that will be helpful in terms of like breaking down the tariffs, because there has been a lot of news about it. So we just gotta really, us as a Jfashion community, we should really just support our indie brands, whether it's buying, sharing, reposting, commenting, liking, saving posts, because a lot of our Jfashion brands do rely on overseas manufacturing, especially from China. It's like a big area where a lot of our brands get their manufacturing done. So just keep that in mind and try to do pre-orders now if you see that they are waiving tariffs, just to help them out a little bit. So that has been all the news for now in Frilly News. If you want your news, your brand, or anything new with your brand, or any new meets coming up to be featured in the next Frilly News, you can send me an email or DM me on Instagram. That'll be the fastest way for me to see it. And if you do see any events that I did not cover, please feel free to comment down below of any events that you may be attending, or any events that you would want to see on here on Frilly News. This has been Marina, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.